So y'all might have noticed my last few weeks have been a little busy.
My hands are shaking, my heart is pacing. I got a feel for this rock and roll. My hands are shaking, my heart is pacing. I got a feel for this rock and roll. My hands are shaking, my heart is pacing. I got a feel for this rock and roll. My hands are shaking, my heart is pacing. I got a feel for this rock and roll. My hands are shaking, my heart is pacing. I got a feel for.
So I figured, why not head back up north and see what was up in my old camp for my next interview. Since I was in the area heading by, I figured I'd head on over to the Black Bear Lodge. It was a hunting lodge before the war. I ain't gonna say much more about that, but in the basement, the hunt never stops.
I am the Huntmaster 4000. I manage all the game animals for the Black Bear Lodge.
Well, it weren't more'n 5 minutes before I tripped over a critter, but, well, listen. Ever since that sorta dark time in the mountains when I lost my leg, this has just sorta been a thing that's happened. It's just sorta part of who I am now, I guess. I don't understand it. I'm a little scared of it, but it is what it is, right? But look what was coming next. Now folks, let's talk about anglers. As far as I'm concerned, anglers are 50% dead fish, 50% dead frog, and 100% pain in my ass. They got a thing on their heads, looks like lurweed, and that's what's waiting underneath the water for you. Charming, ain't it? And as soon as you get close enough to them, well, they will fuck you up. They like to spit these flaming balls of pus at you. The claws and teeth will do the job just as well. Best if you can to steer clear, but... So they ain't special, but out in the open, they are a pain. At least that was over with. After that was over, let me tell you, I could have used some Grey Tortoise famous cigarettes. All you can eat crab? Let me see. Crab. Well, I ain't surprised. This little diner has a real special sort of place in my heart. It's one of the first places I ever found when I was old enough to start exploring on my own. I figured I'd spend the night here. Pumpkin pie. Don't mind if I do. Now one thing I could never figure out in all my time is why it's so damn hard to get that pie out of that machine. Seems like a matter of luck or something. But all in all, it's a nice little place. It's cozy. I like it. Although, seems like my friends weren't too far behind. Well, I ain't surprised. But, anybody lose a rad scorpion? 'Cause it was good to take a load off for a while, not being in a hurry. So I threw down my bedroll, had a little bit of dinner, and settled in for a real good sleep. Rude. All night they were out there, like guard dogs or something. But for everybody, rad scorpions and me too. Dawn comes pretty early in the Toxic Valley. I had a ways to go, and I did have a choice to make, but today it didn't seem like no big deal. I just picked away and got on going, heading up toward the Colonel Kelly Monument, one of my favorite places to see what's what. I noticed that something was sure going on in that Appalachian sky today. Damn. Anyway, sure enough, there were some rat toads, so I crept on over, did my thing. Frog legs. So with 2 hunting targets down and no real rush, seemed like a grand old day. As I went by the cemetery, I thought, well, why not take a few pot shots for fun? Except, turned out, I wasn't alone. Oh shit. There was an old yowguy, digging around in the trash. I ain't surprised much. Now, Wastelanders, I thought I was real clever here. Ain't nothing gonna survive that, right? Except, oh shit. Damn, now I need a bath. At least I ain't dead. Now, the road ended at Cricket's Ford, so they say. You know me, Wastelanders. My road don't ever end. But after a whole bunch of running, and then some climbing, and a whole lot of jumping, I was pretty much worn out to the bone. I knew a nice little place, not too far from my camp, where I could settle down. I was so tired I didn't cook myself dinner. Just crawled into that sleeping bag and called it a night. But by the morning, I was so hungry I could have ate a sheep squatch with the horn still on. So I cooked myself a bit of breakfast, and then headed on up the hill. I figured I'd make a wide loop and see what I could see, but how was it possible that this was here the whole time and I'd never found it? Seemed like a raider encampment, so I was careful going up, just waiting for a hail of bullets, but turns out the place was abandoned. It looked like somebody had had a time here for sure. And thinking about it, it seemed to suit me real well. I had a real strong feeling I should come back here, set up sort of a secondary home later, by the time. And you know, and I looked up at them lights. Well, I started to get that feeling like Appalachia was singing in my blood. And I know you know the words. I was almost home now, and I was in a real hurry to get there. But when I heard Scorched up the Bailey family cabin, I figured, well, I ought to take the time. It's abandoned now, but I try to keep it cleared out, because a lot of folks who come up here, well, they use it as shelter. So I did my best. Got on going toward home. I knew when I saw them wings flapping that I was almost there. And there it was, up on the hill, my home. Y'all can probably see how it sort of suits me.
Don't look so blunt, man.
It ain't fancy, but it's all that I need. It was good to be home. It was also real nice to sit down and think back on all the wonderful interviews I've gotten with Appalachians from all over. But it is a big, wide wasteland out there with a lot of places left for me to go. To meet you, Appalachia, and to hear your stories. And come rain or shine, I am on my way.